Good morning, my people. Again, feet touched the ground this morning. Grateful for that. Got my sanity. Starting off with some D. Getting ready to fight with the goal of staying clean and sober today. But you all know I'm always pondering. Y'all know what I do. Always thinking. So I began to think about last names. What's in a name? For me, a name has always been very, very important to me. You know, I used to tell my sons that a good name is worth more than gold. And that wherever you go, your name goes with you. Wherever you go, you take your name with you. A lot of times your name precedes you. So I got to thinking. Because one time in the world, there were no surnames, there were no last names. There were only first names. And then around the 11th to 14th century, people start needing last names. It started with the affluent first, because, in the world, after a while, you have too many Johns, too many Michaels, too many Marys. Imagine if we didn't have last names and all we had was first names. How could you identify the particular individuals? If everybody had the same, a lot of people had the same first name. Okay. Then after a while, when the world began to populate and the world started to grow, they had to find a way in order to, like with the census, in order to count people, count the population. They had to come up with a last name. You had to find a way to tax these individuals for land purposes, for the military, and what have you. So you had to come up with a last name. And the way they came up with last names was it would be made first. It would be maybe like location where you lived. If you live by a river, if you live by a hill, if you live by water, then you start to be able to get last names through your occupation. Whether you was a carpenter, a bricklayer, a shoemaker, you all get the point. And then they also got last names by nicknames: short, tall, small, and what have you. And when I was just researching this, it was kind of fun. I'm like, wow, you know. And that's how we got last names, because I'm always thinking about something different. But then we know and understand when it comes to us, we don't know our first name, last name. I know ain't no Mayfields in Africa. I know ain't no Winders in Africa. I know ain't no Smiths in Africa. So sometimes we ain't got nothing to do, man. Let's start doing something different. Researching out where we come from and who we are. But I was thinking this morning, I thought about it, I said, what last name? So the point is, a name means a lot. Your name precedes you. Your name identifies who you are. Therefore, it would be wise to honor that name. Because regardless of what I do, how many drugs I've done, how much I've stolen, how much I've conned and manipulated, I still have a good name. I still have a good name. That means a lot to me. And I hope a good name means a lot to you. Because some of y'all, name ain't nothing. You know what I'm talking about. But with that, I'm going to sign off, get myself together with my coffee and all that good stuff there. But understand this. Your name is a lot. Your name means a lot. And you represent that name. And represent it with pride. Peace.